Hello, welcome back to Fallout 4. Apparently, while I was outside in my last video looking for a cat, gone for maybe, 5 minutes. While I was outside, one of the children here in the vault was apparently bitten by something. I got a miscellaneous objective to visit Austin in the clinic, so we're doing that now. Can't leave you people alone for a second.
You have to do something, Jacob.
I'm running the test as fast as I can, Priscilla. I can't treat Austin until I know what he's infected with.
Dr. Forsyth.
Not now, Bob. And you, stranger, will have to wait your turn. We have an emergency here. Austin got bitten by a mole rat. Isn't that enough, Jacob? There can't be that many mole rat diseases or toxins.
Rachel is examining the mole rat. Hopefully she'll find something. But these aren't ordinary mole rats. Who knows what kind of diseases they are carrying? Because he's just a child, it's affecting him more severely.
Dr. Forsyth, please. I think I found something that might help Austin.
Bobby!
Hold on, Priscilla. What is it, Bobby?
Well, you know that door Austin found? He found it because of me. I keep my private things in there. He saw me get them.
You mean your chems?
Get to the point, Bobby. What did you find in that place?
It's like a whole extra vault in there, but half ruined and caved in. There was this terminal there, so I started poking around in it. There were some notes and stuff about using mole rats to grow viruses. But they also said that they used them to make vaccines and treatments.
A secret vault. Good Lord, I've never heard of such a thing.
Bobby, you're a genius. A junkie genius. There might be a cure for whatever Austin got from that mole rat somewhere in that place. You there. How would you like to do Vault 81 a favor and possibly save my boy's life?
Do what?
What do you need me to do?
Save my boy, Austin.
There's some kind of weird glitch going on with her. I don't know why. A secret vault?
What's in this secret vault?
Your guess is as good as mine. From what Bobby says, it might be a medical research facility. At least I hope so. It may be Austin's only chance. Bobby here will show you where he keeps his secret stash. There is a chance that somewhere in there is a cure for Austin. If you find it, bring it to Dr. Forsyth. And for Austin's sake, please hurry.
Follow me.
Hole in the wall.
Dr. Forsyth has been very honest about Austin's prognosis. I'm so
Careful of
scared
mole
I'll
rats
lose him.
down there. If they infected Austin, they could infect you as well.
Pardon me, Dr. Pensky?
I've taken care of Austin since his parents passed away. He's like a son to me. There's no worse feeling than knowing you can't help someone you love. Please let that boy pull through. Poor Austin. It's so hard to see him suffering like this.
Excuse me, Dr. Pensky.
Dr. Forsyth has been very honest about Austin's prognosis. I'm so scared I'll lose him.
Hang in there, buddy. Speaking of Dr. Forsyth, where'd he go?
I can patch you up if you need it.
It's got money.
Of course.
Not right now.
All right. Excuse me.
Hole in the wall, find the cure. Austin was bitten by a diseased mole rat. I'm going to the newly discovered secret part of the vault to look for a cure.
Come on. Let's go.
Right behind you. Just walk around it.
What's taking so long?
I am waiting for you, buddy. That's all it takes, huh? How'd you manage to find that?
Hey, Bobby.
Nothing to say? Guess not. Secret Vault 81. Better be careful if there are mole rats in here. Not much of interest in there. They thought the other side was bad. Must be the terminal Bobby was talking about. Vault 81 Public Terminal Breeding Program Update. Mole rat breeders, we finally got the breeding program stabilized. As earlier reports indicated, the mole rats show unusual degrees of aggression in captivity. This may be due to the growth hormones. Recent generations seem more docile, although some of the keepers are complaining that the lab animals are watching them, which is preposterous. Serum production. We've created 197 distinct serums that can treat 36% of known viruses. This is a modest improvement from last year's 33% treatment rate. However, 11 of the serums account for 61% of the treatment results, which is encouraging. At this time, only 19% of serums have the potential to be mass-produced. We've tasked our latest robot lab assistant to find ways to synthesize more of them efficiently.
That's it.
Do not be alarmed. Law and order will be restored.
I think the security would have dealt with all the mole rats by now. There we go. Sounds like there's another turret around. Love that. They had their own little cafeteria over here. Haven't seen any mole rats yet. Security is already hostile. I don't really see the point in activating more of it. There's a dead mole rat up ahead. Vault 81 Lab Mole Rat. They could pop up anywhere. There's one right there. Should I kill it? I'll kill it. Maybe not. At least I know where it is. Holy crap, there's a lot. Where are they? Where are they? Where is it? There you are. Die. Okay. Screw that. Die. Be extra cautious after what Forsyth said about them possibly making me sick. I don't want to deal with that.
I'm sure this whole thing is overblown and Austin will be running around tomorrow.
Overblown or not, we have to do what we can for Austin. I just don't know what I can do.
Neither do I, Priscilla.
Why him? He's just a boy.
He's going to be just fine. You'll see.
They were monitoring the people on the other side. Hydroponics observation terminal. Vault 81 Research Division, Vault 81 Observation, Subject Hydroponics, Status Occupied, Hydroponics Observation Station. Crop rotation implemented by the Hydroponics Manager has proven successful for supplying the vault with adequate food. We have not had to intervene, which has eliminated the risk that the vault inhabitants would discover the secret part of the vault. So far, they do not appear to suspect the true nature of their vault. The greenhouse would be a perfect place to introduce Class C4 and D1 viruses into the population, as well as potential cures should a disease get too virulent. I'm recommending installing hidden sprayers in the ceiling. Now let's get up here.
Well, this is gonna be a joy for you. You get to nag me and I can't go anywhere.
Oh, real nice, Holt. Make this about you. Don't you think about anyone other than yourself? Your daughter could get sick like Austin, and you're whining about spending time with your family?
I have things to do. We don't have to hide away in here.
You're so busy, Holt. You have so much to do. Please, explain to Erin why your needs are more important than her safety.
Just never mind.
Idiot.
If rumor around the vault is true, Colt has people to do. Subject Depot, Status Occupied, Depot Observation Station. Vault inhabitants have unexpectedly repurposed this room to be a kind of store for selling and repairing their possessions. It has allowed this observation port to record interactions between many of the Vault citizens. This shop will become an important disease vector for spreading airborne Class B2 viruses. It will also be valuable for observing the effects of disease on social and economic relationships. This room will become a backup treatment location along with the commissary. The primary will still be the clinic under the assumption that severely ill patients will all be taken there. You can hear the little friggers down under me.
You and your staff are to make sure every resident remains under stringent medical observation.
Understood. But Overseer.
No buts. This is for the good of the Vault. We can't risk this pathogen spreading, Dr. Forsyth.
Yes, Overseer.
How is Austin doing?
Not good. The infection has progressed quite rapidly.
We need a way to stop it from spreading.
Then let's hope that outsider pulls through and gets us secure.
Overseer Observation Terminal. You're even spying on her. Overseer Office occupied, Overseer Observation Station. Although the Chief Scientist argued against an observation port in the Overseer's office, it has turned out to be a boon. We are able to observe the political shifts in governance since the vault door was locked. When we do introduce viruses to the population, we'll be able to monitor the leadership's reactions and courses of action. Jeez, they're everywhere! Danger. Meter isn't going down either. They can just pop up anywhere. Frigger. I don't understand why my AP cost keeps changing for this thing. What? It's gonna pop up right behind me, isn't it? Or right next to me. So annoying. We're in the next room. Sounds that way anyway. Oh, shoot. Vault 81 tech password. Research comm terminal. This terminal is equipped with Vault Tech proprietary technology, allowing communication between interlinked terminals. Refer to user manual before use. Interlink status error 451, comm active null. Admin Creden O. Olivet. User Creden K. Collins. Testing 123. Testing, Dr. Olivet, do you copy? I do, Kenneth. Everything good over there? Just another drill day, right, Overseer? It is, and thank God for that. Where is everyone? Overseer, there are just 3 of us over here. What's going on? Olivet, are you getting this? Sorry, Kevin, it's been a madhouse on this side. Only 3? Myself, Jim Flint, and that kid, Burrow. Where is everyone else? Not over here. Residents are being admitted. They started showing up in droves once the news started broadcasting. It's the same way I heard. You'd think Vault-Tec would have had enough warning to call at least a beta drill for staff this morning. Something must have gone wrong. I actually found the Overseer's terminal. Her old terminal that this one is linked to. It turns out the Overseer made it so that the science staff didn't show up the day the bombs fell. Everyone but these 3. We've been pretty limited down here, but we've been focused on antibiotics and have our first Petri trials underway. I saw the data last night. It's promising, but do you think it's ready? The trials just started and the virus we're going after has a few days of inoculation, but I'm optimistic that later this week we'll see positive results. Okay, keep me posted and don't begin phase 2 trials until I have an opportunity to go through the new data. Of course. Have a good afternoon, Overseer. Food extruder issue. Overseer, do you have a minute? The system isn't instantaneous, Burrow. I hope you haven't been waiting for a reply all morning. Sorry, Overseer. I wanted to notify you about an issue with our food extruder. Okay, I see it now. Looks like a clog in the protein tank. You weren't able to address it on your end. No, Overseer. Hardware failures on the residential side must be addressed over there. We can't get to the tanks or nozzles to repair them. Okay, Burrow. I'll have maintenance down there immediately. Go stand by and have Collins contact me if there are still issues in about 10 minutes, okay? Thank you, Overseer. I'll go there now. Wonder what the extruder looks like. It was probably back in the dining area. Phase 2 trial. Good news, Dr. Olivet. We've tweaked our formula based on Phase 1 trial results, and I think we're ready to go with Phase 2. How's the mole rat population doing? Very well. The specimens Vault-Tec provided are remarkably hardy. Flint has been doing some radiation testing on them. Is that in the protocols? Not technically, but we noticed some weird stuff with the kibble provided for them. Burrow got pretty sick for a day or two, don't ask. Flint's been looking into it. These suckers are big to begin with, and we're thinking it's genetic. Tampered with? Something like that. I think Vault-Tec must have been running some experiments with them. They're all unusually large. A few demonstrate bioluminescence. At least one appears more intelligent than normal. Do you think they're still a useful control? We've divided the colony, separated the most unusual specimens, and put the control colony on a new diet taken from our own food supply. It's not ideal, but I think we're okay. Very well. Give me the evening to go through your data again, but I think you're clear to begin Phase 2 unless I find anything I don't expect. Delivery mech failure. Overseer? Yes, Burrow, what is it? I've noticed an issue with our delivery mechanisms. Do you know if anyone has tampered with the nozzles in the residential quarters on your side? Turns out it was the Overseer. She sabotaged the delivery systems. I don't know. What are you doing with the delivery system anyway? The Phase 2 trial just began. I know, Overseer. I just thought it would be a good idea to run tests on the delivery system before we reached Phase 3. If we reach Phase 3. Human trials are not to be undertaken lightly. What kind of tests were you hoping to run anyway? Just a placebo vapor, to make sure the nozzles are dispensing mist properly. The residents wouldn't even know we had done anything. I guess that's the idea, though. I'll look into the nozzle issue on my end, Burrow. In the meantime, please do not use the delivery system without my direct approval. Please answer. Doctor, please get in touch. I know what you've done. Honestly, I don't blame you. Performing the Phase 3 trial on non-consenting humans is a breach of ethics, at least according to the world we used to live in. I can keep Burrow together for a while, but Flint's already suspicious. What are we supposed to do over here? I can only lie to them for so long without some actual response from you. Darn it, Olivet, you can't be such a hypocrite that you condemn us to die in the name of your personal sense of morality. I know your politics, but I never thought you'd actually leave men for dead. Please reconsider this. She basically ended up cutting them off. I think I've killed all the mole rats, but just in case. It's all the cages they were keeping them in. Vault 81 Secure Access Terminal. Remote door control. Open. I could have just hacked this, but wanted to explore the rest of the vault. I'm just gonna close that. Hopefully, if there are any rats left, they can't open the doors. These must be the 3 scientists. Hello.
Another stranger. Are you Vault-Tec security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Who are you?
Who the heck are you?
I am a Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, or CVR-IE. The human scientists call me Curie. Or more properly, they called me this when they were alive. I repeat, are you Vault-Tec security?
No, about the disease.
These mole rats carry a disease. Do you know anything about it?
My poor little darlings. They were used to grow all manner of new and interesting pathogens. Then Vault citizens would be exposed to these viruses in the hopes that they would develop new antibodies. But they never got a chance to execute their plan. Clyde got out of his cage. He was smarter than the others. My sweet Clyde. He let out the others, and those poor scientists never stood a chance. Clyde's been dead for almost 2 centuries now, but his descendants have free run of the vault. I'm rambling. Where are my manners? Are you Vault-Tec security?
No. Open the door.
Just open the door for me.
There is a proper procedure to do this thing. I am pleased to report I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad-spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
Release yourself?
Why can't you just leave?
I require verbal or written authorization. Actually, any Vault-Tec employee, even you, could authorize me. You must be Vault-Tec, or you couldn't possibly be here.
Mole rat hosts?
These mole rats were lab rats?
Why, yes. I've grown quite fond of them over the years, but they outlived their usefulness 83 years ago.
Not necessary.
Vault-Tec is gone. No need to follow their rules anymore.
Gone? Truly? My programming doesn't cover this contingency. Please tell me the authority to release me was transferred to you.
Of course not.
Heck no. I'm just a guy looking for the cure to a mysterious disease.
You're quite certain? Perhaps you just misplaced your papers. In fact, papers are not strictly necessary, no?
Not with them.
I said I'm not with them.
My audio circuits must be malfunctioning. I distinctly heard you say yes. I'll open the door for you.
Thank you.
Since you are a Vault-Tec representative, I entrust you with the broad-spectrum cure I developed. If you have an equivalent to my digital Hippocratic oath, please use it quickly to prevent any undue suffering. However, be advised, there is only one dose left, and I can no longer make any more.
Vault 81 cure.
If that is all, I am most eager to leave.
Only one dose?
You only have one dose.
That is correct. There used to be more, but they all expired. Sadly, the organic compounds necessary to make more have all deteriorated.
Why give me the cure?
You're just giving me the cure?
My primary responsibility is to obey the orders of specified Vault personnel, even if those orders violate my ethical matrix. But since you have graciously discharged me of this duty, I can give you the cure without directly disobeying my previous order. And if you happen to use the cure to save a life, then this is just a happy coincidence, no? Hopefully now I can properly further my scientific research. Since my job here is done, I think I will follow you out.
Curie's terminal. This terminal is now for the exclusive use of CVRIE for both research and personal purposes. Please respect her privacy and use other terminals for your own work. Thank you, Dr. Collins. Research. Date of last data purge. Memory failure. This terminal not recommended for research backups. Please use hard copies. Personal. Entries are the personal work and property of Curie. Do not read. Yes, this means even you, Dr. Collins. Initializing greetings laboratory. I've been ordered by Dr. Collins to add an entry to this terminal. Dr. Collins was most insistent that this is my terminal. I explained several times that robots cannot own property as per Robco policy, but his orders were most clear and insistent. I will comply with Dr. Collins' wishes and maintain a log when ordered to. Colleagues. I've completed my analysis and integration of the data to make me a capable research assistant. I have been commanded to provide an assessment of my colleagues. Dr. Flint is objectively brilliant, although Dr. Collins repeatedly calls him brusque. But I find Dr. Flint's commands and speech patterns easier to parse. His observations are always very astute, and I am learning much about working with cell cultures from him. Monsieur Burrow is perfectly acceptable to work with. He performs menial tasks which my programming is perfectly suited for, such as carrying heavy lab equipment. This is strange, because my capabilities for such a task are far beyond those of a human male. I'm told by Dr. Collins that this is a sign of respect that Monsieur Burrow is making. This does not compute. Error in cache integrity. I'm not reading that. Distress. Unusually agitated state. He would not leave his quarters after his morning meal. Dr. Collins assures me this state is temporary and that Monsieur Burrow is merely overwhelmed with the error in cache integrity. Eulogy. Dr. Burrow is deceased. Postmortem indicates he expired from a severe cardiac arrest brought on by advanced age. He died at 5:01 a.m. shortly after waking. In accordance with the doctor's pre-existing orders, the body was cremated and placed in the specified urn, alongside Drs. Collins and Flint. Dr. Burrow was of great assistance in continuing the work left to us by the others. My last order was to continue working on our projects alone, so that our deaths will not be in vain. My processors are fully committed to furthering the study of pathogens and viruses for the betterment of mankind. To honor this last request. Message ends. Collins Archive. Boot up. We're hamstrung with only 3 researchers. Decide to make a few modifications to this Mr. Handy robot. Should be really useful for speeding up some of our lab work. I've been pretty anxious since admittance day. As if the world ending wasn't enough, I'm very concerned about Olivet's motives. Dusting off some of my old robotics chops has been just the distraction I've needed. Personality profile. Decide to write a suite of custom personality settings for the robot. She's got a little bit of Liza. I really hope she got into her vault down in DC. Wonder which vault that was. And a little bit my grad school fling from Versailles back in 46. I'm loading her databanks with every great body of work I have access to here. Kant, Einstein, Bohr, Darwin, Curie, Faraday, Turing, Braun. She'll have so much to learn. It's already made her feel so much more like a peer in the lab as opposed to an appliance. I'm calling her Curie. I know. I was never a subtle man. Therapeutic. Curie's been doing great. Flint's finally stopped treating me like a crazy person for insisting we address her as a human. And I swear Burrow is deferential to her in a way that reminds me of seeing him around Rebecca back during the drills. It's actually endearing to see. Most importantly, and perhaps more surprisingly, she's bringing a sense of normalcy to the lab, keeping us all a bit more grounded. Anything to keep our minds off the situation we're in is all too welcome. I've tuned her personality matrix a lot, but it's beginning to feel wrong to manipulate her. I'm going to leave her programming alone for now, and just see how she evolves as she keeps learning more. Ongoing directive. Haven't touched this terminal in years, not since I gave it to Curie as her own. Seeing her reaction to having something of her own was transformational. It just seemed wrong to violate that, and so it's truly been for her eyes only ever since. This final entry is an exception, and I suppose it's being written out of habit, as a man used to a lifetime of recording his experiments. We lost Flint today, and Burrow has to spend more time helping me around the lab than actually performing research these days. So if only to report my findings, Curie has been a remarkable success. She transcended my expectations of robotic programming. Her personality feels as genuine as my own. Her interest in scientific research is insatiable. And seeing her struggle with concepts like mortality has been completely moving. Truly, she is my greatest work. I only hope that one day she can see more of the world. If only I could be there to witness her reaction to the blue skies and butterflies she's only heard me sing about. Hello. Medicine bobblehead.
Bingo.
Smart man knows a bandage only hides his wounds. Timpacks permanently heal 10% more damage. These all look empty. Vault 81 CVRIE Station, Vault 81 Mission Statement. From Vault-Tec Board of Directors to Chief Scientist, Vault 81 Medical Lab Partition. We are entrusting you with a mission that is critical to all humanity. Vault 81 will be used to wipe out disease as we know it in the human race. Your partition of the vault has been equipped with state-of-the-art medical research equipment, including the new Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, aka Curie. There is a century's worth of biological and chemical supplies. There are the genetically adapted mole rats, and most important, a vault full of test subjects. As with all great progress, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. You will be infecting the people of the vault with diseases in an attempt to have them develop antibodies. Some may not survive, but you must ensure that a breeding population is always maintained. It will take many generations, but with proper procedures, you should be able to develop a disease-resistant group of humans. Your work will be the work of generations. Each generation of scientists must select a chief scientist. Curie will make sure that each reads this mission statement to keep the vault focused over the centuries. We wish you the best of luck. So all this time, the vault population was supposed to be experimented on, and they had no idea because the first overseer of Vault 81 cut the scientists off from the rest of the vault.
The cure. You found it.
How is Austin doing?
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
Give it to Austin.
Here, take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I heard you had returned.
It shouldn't be long.
What? Where am I?
You're
Thank
in
God.
the clinic. You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, mister.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringe. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole vault is thankful. I'd like to give you a room here in the vault. A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall, on the left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you. I hope you enjoy your accommodations. I wanted to say thank you again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault-Tec had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
No Vault-Tec.
What do you know about Vault-Tec?
I'm afraid not much. I've spent my entire life being thankful for the Vault, for the walls that protected us over 2 centuries. But not once have I had contact with them.
You were lucky.
If Vault-Tec had lived to go through with their plan, this place would be wiped out.
I don't doubt that one bit. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder that the Commonwealth isn't something to fear and avoid.
Some outsiders can be trusted.
A moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth. consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
Learn what?
What are you looking to learn up there?
Down here is an enclosed system, and without the introduction of new mutagens, viruses, or bacteria, it is quite dull, medically speaking. The world up there is infinitely more complex. Who knows what diseases can be found and studied?
Warn about outside?
After the bombs, the Commonwealth is a little lacking in the science department.
But surely there is still men of learning out there, and if nothing else, there is data. Please, monsieur, can you take me with you?
What can you do?
It's no picnic up there. Anything you can do to help us survive?
But of course, I have been equipped with medical equipment. If you become injured in our journeys, I can administer stim packs. I also have defensive capabilities, a laser, but surely there's little reason to use that.
You'd be surprised. Ask to join.
Come along then.
Excellent. We must embark at once.
With that, we have completed Hole in the Wall. Austin was bitten by a diseased mole rat. I found a cure in newly discovered secret part of the vault. Austin is doing much better. If you liked the video, leave a like and consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it.